actually hear me this time. Let's see if I can remove that. Mixer. It's not gonna let me do anything. Download, sync, monitor off, video caption device, monitor, microphone, monitor and output. How about that? Let's see if that works. Mixer should be working. Can you guys hear me now? Oh, you can? Sweet! Finally, okay. Alright. As I was saying, welcome to the GP2 SF1 Chinese Grand Prix. Sorry about the comms situation. I'm still learning, I believe. So, yep, that's all great. But we have 3 minutes left of qualifying 3. Should be going here just about. Sounds a bit tinny. Sounds a bit tiny. Tinny. That might be because it's too close to my face. I can move that if need be. That would be 1 second. But we have to do it up, down through there. Clicking this, I'm gonna listen to myself talk, that's for sure. You can't hear me now. You can't hear me now at all. Great. Let's see if I get this open. How about that? Let's see if you can hear me. It's quiet. It's quiet. I'm just talking to myself, so I'll bump this up. Can now. This is actually weird. Let me know the levels are okay. Get through this. But before these guys finish qualifying, as we are in Q3, I'm gonna run through and drop that nice little GP2 table that you guys want to see. As soon as I get through, can't hear you now. Sweet. Yeah, sorry, Harrison. I am still figuring all this out. But before we get into the qualifying, Rashi and Sherwood, it seemed to. I think Rashi retired from the pits. So we have 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Ruzia right now currently holding pole position. Ken Tom or Defla have anything to say about it until these guys get through. Actually, I'll save that for the intermission between the race and between qualifying and the races. We do have thing. Q3 is overrated anyways. I don't think it is. But here we go. Let's see if Phantom or Neon Tricks could have a say in it. Looks like Arusi is on an outlap as well. Tom is on his outlap. Yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting. So let's see. Devil is on a flyer. Is he up on his time currently? Sector 2 right now, 45 seconds, 46 seconds. Let me know that the quality of you guys playing is okay as well. That way it's not jumping all around. But, let's see. Everybody pretty much is on a flyer. It looks like Tom's left it late. He's going to be the last one, so optimizing his time towards the end of Q3 here. Let's see, still running that pumpkin helmet, I can tell. But let's see, who is about ready to finish the lap? Looks like Devla is right around there. We do have, who is it? Looks like it's going to be Lucky who's going to pull into the pits. So it looks like Phantom is right there. Let's jump on board with Phantom. Is he's going to cross? No? I'm getting my colors all construed. That is a Haas. Let's see what Soap does here. He's going to cross the line, improves to P3 with a 132 flat, followed by Devla goes P4, 132.1, Becker P5, 132.3. Alright, so I gotta remember to keep all of this exactly the same. Wait, come Sunday. I just need to figure out the party chat situation, as party chat is a little bit different. I have to open up the Xbox app on PC and start a party there. However, my Xbox app on the PC this evening decided it wouldn't let me. It says I need to restart. As a ruse here, can Tom have anything to say about it? Let's see, he's going to cross the line. He is going to grab a P2 131.9. Let's see where Tom finishes the line here. As Lucky's all the way down to 8. I did not expect that from Lucky this evening. But our SF1 Tom's going to cross the line. I think he only went P2. We should see it. Yeah, he only went P2. That's a little bit of a shocker, but he is right up there. He needs to be starting in front. Better qualifying this evening, as we're going to run down the order here. Maruzia grabs pole position with a 131.3 at the Chinese Grand Prix, followed by SF1 Tom in P2. Phantom is in P3. Solid qualifying for Phantom. P4 goes to Soap. Devla in P5. Neon P6. Becker is right there in P7. Lucky P8. The two Mercedes guys, two Mercedes drivers, I should say, are right there. P7 and P8, followed by Rashi. Solid job from Williams and Johnny Sherbert, who kind of crashed himself out. I saw it, but he is in P10 this evening. So we are going to have that juicy 5-minute complimentary break for these drivers. And while doing so, we're going to show you guys the GP2 table, and then we'll show you the combined table. This is the best part about this, is I can actually show you guys instead of reading it off. A little small on my screen, but I'll finish it out. Looks like a bit of overcast, but we're going to dive through. So currently leading, can I get that up? Can we get it up right there? Actually, no. Okay, let's show that. So we only have a few rounds left in the championship, as we are in the Chinese Grand Prix this evening. We have Lucky, who is leading the championship with 284 points. SF1 Tom is right there in P2 with 275 points. Actually make that 94 for Lucky. Eruzia is right there with 228 points. Soap, 225 points. Cardinal, who did not make it this evening. He had to work, unfortunately, so he is sitting in P5 with 206. Senna is right there in P7 with 188, followed by his teammate Rashi, who's in P7. Actually, Senna's P6. Rashi is P7, a 183. Wrath in P8 with 172, followed by Phantom. So Wrath and Phantom are right there neck and neck with each other. And to round off the top 10, Goomba is sitting pretty with 143 points. Now, you guys have heard me talk about it over and over again in Simulation Formula 1 and on the streams. If you guys are interested, we do have a GP1 category as well. And with that comes the combined, which all 4 drivers from GP1 and 2 score points as a collective team. And what that is called the combined constructors. And if you guys can see through, you can see that Haas is leading the way pretty strongly this evening with 1,071 points. We were followed by Alfa Romeo in second, who had a really good showing in Singapore last week with 803 points, followed by Racing Point, who's right there, 791 points. McLaren, 753 points. Mercedes is 711, not the gas station. Red Bull sitting in 6th with 673 points. Renault is in 7th with 656 points. Williams, 636 points. As you guys can see, is actually really close. So I would say Haas is kind of taking the stride on this one. But if you go through, I mean, pretty much P5 to P2 is neck and neck for the last stint of this season. To who's going to finish where is going to be a constant battle. And I think from 6th to 9th is going to be a constant battle to see who collects that P6. But I mean, anything can happen. We still have a couple races left, and I mean, like I said, league racing is league racing, and anything can happen. So we're gonna click this away. Yep, I want to get rid of that. Thank you. Go back to the action. 5 minutes until we go lights out at the Chinese Grand Prix. I am excited. Unfortunately, I'm by myself, as Josh is the one hosting Harrison, and I couldn't figure out the party, as I said. But until we go racing, I'm going to give my voice box just a bit of a break. Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to start getting feisty out here, probably about 3 minutes from now, and we should be on our way to racing. Looks like we're just about ready to go this evening. Let's drop that nice little intro to make it better. Really do it right about now. So we're going to set off for the formation lap this evening. Let's see how this goes. Let's make sure nobody gets himself stuck on the not accept. But Aruzia right there, sitting primed to maybe hopefully have a nice run, nice clean run. It is a long right-hander for the first turn in this race. Let's hope that that carries on. Okay, there's Tom. Phantom gets a solid P3 this evening. Everybody's pretty much on their way out. I'm interested in where they put Sean. They put Sean into the Red Bull. So he's going to stuck. I think we'll talk about the points. I know he wanted to reserve for the Alpha this evening. We'll see how this goes. It's right behind his sister car, which that team just announced their new live or actually car a little bit ago. AlphaTauri is the new branded Toro Rosso. I did not get to see the actual car yet, but I'm sure I'll see it here soon, especially after the race. Tom, right there. Okay, running down through. See if I can bump. I'm gonna make sure both of these things are just about the same, so I'm not super loud. This is a little bit loud. Right there should be just about the pinpoint. And in video capture, we're gonna bump this up just a bit, because we like our races to be loud. Should do it. All right, let's get ready to go racing at the Chinese Grand Prix for GP2. Everybody is around. We have a Sector 3 yellow. It looks like Soul must have spun the car a little bit. That's a uh-oh point, but here we are coming around the corner. Let's make sure. Gonna do something quick just to make sure I got this settled. There we go. Waiting for Soul to pull up on the rest of the grid. and Go Racing. They actually gave me a really good viewpoint of the beginning of the race, but we're going to wait for those 5 red lights. And here they are. 5 red lights are coming. 4, 5 red lights are lit, and we are away for the Chinese Grand Prix, maybe? There we go. We are away. Let's see what kind of start Aruzzi gets. Looks like Tom gets a really good start on the inside. He's going to tuck right behind Aruzzi and go to the outside to protect the outside. Phantom's going to look for the inside. Pass. Oh, who was that? There's a Mercedes got tucked. I don't know if it was contact or not. Looney Moon has retired from the race. What has happened to Looney Moon? Oh, there's big contact at the back between a Mercedes, a Renault, and somebody else. I missed it, whoever that was. Bit of a lag spike. I think we have a safety car as we do. Soul gets a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Looney Moon. Looney Moon is out of this race already. That is unfortunate. I'm following the chat and everything, guys, so feel free to keep me company. I'm definitely taking a look on our way through. So these guys have safety cars. I wonder if anybody is going to dive into the pits and possibly go for a different strategy, as I'm sure some of the guys at the back are going to have a little bit of wing damage from whatever happened there at the beginning, and we're gonna have to go dive for the pits to fix the wing. I know Becker definitely has wing damage. He doesn't have an entire front wing. Who else is there? It looks like Goomba is missing the wing. Where is that Dragoon? Dragoon is missing the wing. How about Goomba? Is he doing alright? Looks like he's missing an entire front wing. So, yeah, it's all kicked off already this evening. Couple guys are gonna weave. I wonder if the safety car is sat on the track waiting for him. As you guys can see indicated right there, just after turn 1 or the big long right-hander. He is just sitting there right before sector 2 begins. So let's see if any of these guys dive in the pits. And there you go. Ruzio takes out the pylon. In fashionable style, so people are jumping to the pits. Who dove for the pits? A lot of guys diving for the pits here. It looks like Lucky doesn't have any connection, or he was missing something. Looks like Soul's diving in the pits. Dragoon is diving in the pits. Becker's diving in the pits. Oh no, Lucky is gonna need an invite. Anybody can hear me in the chat? Can you shoot Lucky an invite quickly? So that's it. That's a lot of guys pitting. Going to be interested in what tire compound they come out as well. Everybody in the top 10 down to top 11 are sitting on the mediums. However, Lucky is not here currently. Not sure why. I'm going to remind GP2, please mind yourself underneath the safety car. You guys don't need to hammer it and then run into the back of somebody. But Rashi's right there. Karting Legend's right there as well. Raph is in P9. Sherbert has done well to keep himself in P10. A couple of the guys I think have lost out are a couple of guys at the back. Going through. Unfortunately, we have lost Looney Moon from this race. Let's go Phantom and Raph. Phantom is doing really well, Exia. He's gotten himself right up there. He's right there in P3. Raph is doing well as well. I know he was looking forward to this race from the other league race. He did really well in P6, so don't think he's going to stay P9 very long, and that helmet is looking mighty fine. So everybody's pretty much in the back of the safety car, except for the trailing pack that had to pit early due to the turn 1 incident. So we're going to wait for, I think, those guys to catch the pack. What's going on here? Is Neon allowed to take that spot from Debla? I don't think so, unless Debla was going really slow. He's going to pull into the pits. He's missing an end wing, or an end plate. Interesting. So he's going to drop down pretty far. Going through, this should be the last lap that the safety car is out. Ruzia is sitting really well right there. So the 2 passes, this is what they've been doing all season, just keeping themselves kind of quiet. Please don't touch each other, guys, because you guys are going to get a severe penalty if you do. Trust me, I've seen it. I've seen it a lot. Going on through, Neon right there. So can Tom get himself back into contention with this championship this evening? Not trying to put any pressure on this driver. Brother Goat's right there. What is going on? Good. Lucky has gotten himself back in. Lucky is the leader of the championship, as you guys saw on the table. But going through. Yeah, the safety car makes things relatively boring. Neon is actually sitting on a set of hard compounds, so this might benefit him pretty well once these mediums start to burn off. I would say probably now that they're on safety car, they're going to extend these mediums just life towards the end. I don't know, it's kind of throwing strategy out to the wind. Safety car is in this lap, so we are going to be going back to racing. Easy there, so don't want to hit the back of that McLaren. You'll get yourself a nice 5 to 10 second penalty for that underneath the safety car. Karting Legend has overtaken Wrath. I think there might have been, there's lag spike coming from Wrath. He might drop a little bit further if he's not careful. Eyeing the back of that Haas with a Ruzia. Phantom right there. Sean gets a 5-second for ignoring yellow flags. I was gonna say that penalties underneath the safety car are a lot harsher, so you guys really need to pay attention and follow the car in front, follow his pace, and if you have to do it, do what Neon's doing right here and pull to the inside. Don't know what Soap is doing there though. Really don't know. But Arusi is going to be the one to set the pace and start this the race back to its pace. Gets a little loose. Is Tom going to have a look here because Arusi got a really bad exit. Phantom's doing really well, sitting right behind him. Oh, Tom's going to go for a look. Can he make it done? He's going to go to the inside. No, he's going to back out of it. Wrathful and Lucky there battling at the back. Looks like Lucky has gotten himself through. All right, drivers. One cross. That is a good one, Exia. Here comes Tom. Is really trying to battle and hold on to Rusia. On board with Phantom. He's going to dive through the inside. Looks like Tom's too far back to make a move. What is going on back here? Oh no. Raph, I think, caught a... That's a bit dangerous. We'll have to look at that later. He is going back and forth. Phantom. And so... I'm not even going to jump down there right now. I'm just going to stick with these guys. McLaren is having a good evening this evening. P3 and P6 right now for the team. Neon's going to go for a look. Thinks better of it. Dives back underneath. Soap really trying his best to keep the Red Bull driver behind him. The DRS should not be active right now. It should be next lap away. He's right behind though. Is he going to chuck? He does chuck him to overtake. Can he make the move done? I don't know. Rusia is running overtake as well. Gonna go side by side into the turn. Soap and Neon. Soap's trying to take the outside lane. Does he make it stick? He does. So he's back through. Holding off Neon really well there. Soap goes really wide as Aruzia sets the quickest lap of the race thus far. Let's see, Soap is right there. Let's see if Phantom can pull back up to the back of Tom. Tom is trying to keep in with that 1 second gap. 1 second is there now. Neon is right there with Soap. Can he make a move on Soap here soon and get around Phantom? Could possibly be a move that could come in the future. He's really riding behind Soap. Soap, I think, at this point might be holding Neon up. Neon is on those hards. It's actually pretty surprising how much pace he has on those hard compounds compared to Soap, who's on a softer compound on the medium. Very interesting indeed. We'll do all the Delta. Sean now on the back of Sherbert, sister car. Once used to be the Toro Rosso. Yes, Raph is lagging relatively hard this evening. Oh look, Carlos, you actually signed back into your own account. Look at Sean trying to go for the inside. The DRS will be open this time around. Let's see if he can get himself around Sherbert here. Pulls behind him. Is DRS open? No, DRS is not open yet. So it should be the next lap around. Soap, however, is right behind Phantom. Looks like Neon must have had just a bit of something happening. He's lost a ton or a little bit behind. No, he's actually pulled right back now. So these guys are riding relatively close. The McLarens are looking mighty strong. On your phone and not at home. Raph is still sitting in P8. Hopefully this is not too much against the drivers. Sean right there still battling Sherbert. Senna is going to have to go through the field. I think he might have been. Let's actually find out. Was he one? Yeah, he was one of the guys that had to make an early pit stop due to contact in the beginning of the race. Soap is really trying to keep up with Phantom. Here I open for this time around. This connection is horrible. I think it's just because a lot of people are from different areas, different parts of the country. I'm actually gonna do something. Nice aerial view right here. So trying to battle Phantom and Neon right there. Phantom becoming your G. Nice one. Oh, Sector 3 yellows. What is happening to Tom? I don't know if he's made contact with somebody, but he's lost it. He's gonna fall down into the grasp of Lucky. I don't know if Lucky's here or not. Actually calling Lucky. Lucky is here. Down in P18 right now. Fighting Legend and Raph. Let's see if Legend can get around. He's actually battling Rashi. So Legend's up through. Where's Raph in this? Make sure that. Okay, cool. I was hoping I wouldn't have an echo coming through. So Tom right there in P8. These guys are gonna have to make a pit soon. So Phantom has found himself up to P2. I'm just gonna straight up apologize to either or any of the top three this evening to get a podium, because I will not be able to do a podium interview. I can only talk to myself. That's why I can't hear the. Yeah, I know I had to turn up the audio on the TV so I can actually hear the race. So let's see, Neon right now working on Soap. Aruzia is kind of checked out. 3.7 seconds is the delta between him and Phantom. Let's see how long those mediums last. Looks like he might push just a bit, or he is really set up for this race. Neon trying to follow now. So these three have been kind of close the whole time. Sherwick gets his way through Wrath, or was that a lag spike? I don't know at this point. I don't know. There is Senna right there. I think, whoa, Senna goes really wide. Just barely hangs onto the car. That was one heck of a catch. But he's going to follow the Bill, and he's going to follow Becker. Becker's right there, Devla. So the Racing Points both had an incident in the first turn. Sherbert and Wrath. A little bit of touch go. Wow, that was mental. Yeah. I wonder if Sherbert, these two had contact in Singapore last week, which was brought to the stewards. Soap now only half a second behind Phantom. Can Haas possibly get that dream finish for Mr. SF1 Evil this night? Get a 1-2 on the podium. Yeah, right. That was pretty mental. Soap should have pace. He is keeping up with Phantom. Can Phantom push any harder? He's actually brought the gap down to his teammate, though, or not his teammate, the pass ahead. Gap was 3.7 and now 3.4. We've already had one safety car this evening. Look at the pack right there going through Sector 2 on the minimap. They're all so close together. At this point, it is very hard to keep up. We don't allow 1-2s here. Yeah, pretty much. Sean actually gets around Tom. Where is Sean now? Tom's right there in P8. But riding back through, as Soap is going to have DRS on Phantom, but I think he's just a little bit too far back. Riding through, he's going to look to the inside. How about Neon? Neon's going to ride behind, stay there. The Soap locks up the tires. I know Carlos absolutely loves when that happens. Neon right there. This is actually a pretty nice view as well. Some of these camera angles with Codemasters. Look at Soap, gonna make a move on Phantom, gonna go side by side into turn 1, which is gonna wrap the whole way around. Phantom maintains that. Is Soap gonna lose out to Neon? Neon's gonna think about a look. No, he's gonna think better of it tucked behind. He might have a go at Soap just around this corner, starting Sector 2 just about right now. A little bit further behind. Soap really pushing the issue with Phantom. Did well not to lock up the tires there, but Neon is catching him fast. I think these medium compound tires are starting to wear off just a bit. As you can see, the pace that Neon's really carrying against Soap. Soap, I think, wants to go, but Phantom's doing a really good job of defending, as Phantom is losing just a bit of time now to Ruzia. Where is Rashi is now doing really well. He's got himself a P6. He's battling the other Mercedes. Whoa, Sean goes really wide. Tom right there behind. Let's look through. Soap and Neon battling through. A bit of touch and go. It should open up for Neon to have DRS around this time. That's gonna make Soap lose out just a bit. Here we go. Let's ride on forward with Neon. He is right there. Glimmer's left session. Glimmer's gonna need an invite from back. Neon right there. Thinks better of it. Just doesn't have enough downforce, or running a little bit too much downforce. I think on the straights compared to Soap. Soap's not running as much, so he's able to keep the car ahead. And Soap actually turns off his battery completely as Neon's running in medium, and he's pretty much out of battery. So Soap seems to be pretty comfortable here. I see what he's doing. He's turning it up for the straights and then turning it completely off, which is actually really smart. Sean right now battling Rashi and Sean. Let's see how these two get on side by side. How that was actually done really well. No contact made all the way through that turn. Rashi's still right there. Tom, not sure what happened, if he's lost out because he overcooked his tires or not. And Soap and Neon now going back at it. These two. Looks like Neon gets his way through, so he should be able to go up and catch Phantom here in just a little bit. Now he's riding on the hard compounds, and Phantom is going to have to pit relatively soon. We're at the Ruzia. Ruzia is now 5.6 seconds up the road. Soap's falling through. Let's ride with Tom now. Rashi and Sean. Sean's now behind Karting Legend. So these guys are all super close. Looks like Raph is back there just bouncing a little bit. I don't know if Lucky's still in or not. He's pretty far behind. He's 16 seconds though. DRS is open for all three. Look at those. Look at the train of these guys. Sector 3 yellows. Who is that for? Oh no, was that Phantom? Is there a touch between somebody? No? Didn't see anything. Absolutely no idea what happened there. Senna overtakes Bill. Bill is now down, dropping down. What's happened to Bill? Has he gone off? I think he has. He's down there now with his teammate Devlin and Becker. Becker's gonna dive for the pits. Looks like. Interesting to see what Becker does here. Let's find out. I wonder if he's gonna dive for a hard compound. He is. So it puts on the hard compound. Yeah, there you go. Codemasters finally fixed it, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to have those goofy flipped out tires. He is actually on the hard compound tires. That is what I wanted to see. Sorry, I was paying attention to see if that was actually fixed. Looks like the job well done. Wonder what else they have broke. But here we go. So it goes really wide. Legend there. Sean is really battling here. And Tom get himself back into the fight. He is running right through. Looks like the pit entrance is for Rashi. Tom. Legend does not have it yet. Soap has a pit box indicator. Phantom does, and Ruzia doesn't. It's interesting to see if Ruzia dives first or Soap dives first. Pulls it up to the back of that Red Bull. Close enough, but no contact made. Sean's right there with Legend. Legend's doing really good to hold off Sean. Oh, these guys are so close. The top 10 are pretty much within 12 seconds of each other. No, I mistake that. As Phantom is there, a 6.4 second gap between him. But I will say second to 7th right now, all really close. Oh, Tom is getting into a battle with somebody. I'm not sure who that was. Rath has found himself back up to P8. I don't know, Goat, man. If they have the safety car, these tires might be decently well off for another lap or two, and then they can add a little bit fresher, harder compounds. Because you dive too early, it might just be a waste of hard compound. Not sure. Sand pulling a good gap. Yeah, that's true. You might come out in traffic where it's Soap hasn't dove yet. I wonder if he will this run, because now Ruzia has a pit box indicator. Phantom right there at P2 doing really well. Neon's right there for the Red Bull team. Red Bull is looking pretty strong right now with P3, P5. Sean was recently with the Renault team. Look at Soap go for a move on. Look at Tom go for a move. Oh my gosh, almost ran into the back of Sean. That was close. My apologies for getting super loud, but jeez. He's going to back out and give Karting Legend that space back, and he's going to go into the pits. So a lot of guys diving for the pits. Phantom dives for the pits. Soap dives for the pits. It is good that the McLaren's didn't stack. Good that the Haas didn't stack, but here we are. Both of them. Okay, they're not. So Ruzia doing... Actually, Ruzia let Soap go in first. Interesting. I wonder if Soap was battling his tires. Ruzia being in clean air, he's probably been able to delicately take these tires around the track. It is his last lap to box, though. Sean that with the teammate Neon there. Neon should be able to go a little bit deeper on those hard compound tires. Where's Dragoon? Dragoon's on P6. He's now the full-time Renault driver. Deva has gotten himself back up to the contention. Senna's right there. Bill has gotten himself up after making that early pit stop because of the contact. Has best chance to make gains. Oh, Lucky seems. Yeah, Lucky disconnected and then flew back. So Lucky, I mean, he's down there. He's got himself back up to P16 on medium compound, but he's gonna have to pit again. Tom should be able to go to the end once these pit stops kind of sort themselves out. Will be interesting to see. I know if you pit early, you can take those hard compounds to the end if you take care of those tires. So we're gonna see if anybody does that. We're definitely going to see if anybody does that. Look at Sean now battling the other Red Bull. Can he make the move, or is Neon's tires going to finally kick in? I think Neon's sitting in that hard compound situation where... Is Sean going to battle his teammate, though? A little bit of contact, wheel to wheel. Neon's going to hold through. I think... I don't know what's going on. That's a little bit weird. Very interesting indeed. I think Neon's having a bit of a record session right now. Dragoon's found himself up to P3. Devla already sorting through it. Where is Phantom at now? So Ruzia is in P5 and Phantom is in P8. This is one thing I think you were talking about, Brother Goat. It was the traffic that you're going to come out in. Phantom now, because Goomba's right there. But, I mean, look at the difference between Phantom and Soap. Soap's actually a little bit further behind. 2 seconds. Pretty much 2.5 seconds. So good on Phantom to get himself out there. Goomba's doing well. Let's give some of these guys in the back a little bit of TV time. How's Lucky doing after that early pit stop and disconnection? He's going to get himself up there. His teammate Becker is in P18, so not a good showing after both qualifying in Q3. Not a bit of unlucky fortune. Karting Legend now battling Tom. Where's Rashi? Rashi's right there. So can Rashi make a move on Soap? You know Rashi is a racer. Whoa, Rashi almost lost the back end of that car. Jeez. It's always Red Bull that wreck. Oh, Neon, don't send me a a message while you're racing because you're going to do that. And he's going to cut the corner a bit, and he's going to get a 3-second time penalty for that. That might be looked at. Not sure. He did cut quite a bit of that corner. As you see, Rusi is now on the back of Devla. Solis picked up a 3-second time penalty. Starting to kick off. Let's look through and see the difference, or the positions changed, not chain. Dragoon's gone up 18 or 13. Sean has gone up 18 so far. As another big mover is Bill. Senna has gone up 6. Biggest loser so far is Becker, and Tom is down 10. So big moves up and down this evening so far. This is a relatively cleaner race, though, I would say, so far compared to what we had last week at Singapore. Do not want to see a repeat of that. So let's see what Arusi can do. Can Bill's there, Devla's right there. Can Devla hold off Arusi, who is right now kind of sitting in the captain seat? He's not leading, but he has already made this good stuff. Got the top 4 guys ahead of him. Give me a better camera. Can he hold his DRS? Devla does not have any comparative himself with Dragoon up front. Arusi's going to think about it. Is it going to happen? He's going to offer. Dev actually offered the inside space. He's going to keep the outside space. Can he maintain side by side? Here we go. Who's going to get a better exit? Devla gets a better exit, and as Rusi actually backs out of it, Neon dives for the bits. I'm surprised he did for the bits. Side by side still, Tom gets a 3-second time penalty as Rusi gets himself through Devla of the racing point. A couple of guys are starting to move now as Stops are resorting himself. Phantom has gotten himself off P5. Devla will pit here eventually. That's why. I was wondering why that name came up. Evil, the guy in the comments. Because I knew that wasn't me. See how this gets on. Spreading through. Rashi right there in P8. And a lot of these deltas are close. Let's stick with Tom. Tom has Neon right behind, who's on a brand new medium compound until the end of this race. He's going to take those 12 laps, so he's going to look pretty strong. He's going to have to battle and get himself through the traffic. Can he do so this evening? 16 laps out of 28 laps of this Chinese Grand Prix. Just about halfway through already. It has actually gone pretty quick because I'm keeping my eye on several things. Hi, Evil. Sector 3 yellow. What's happened to Phantom? Oh no. Hopefully he hasn't lost it on his own. If he has, that's unfortunate. Where's... Whoa, Sean. So Lucky's going to go through. What is Sherbert going to think about here? This Phantom does not have DRS, and he's going to have really scrappy, hard compounds right now. So Ruzia sets. Whoa, not sure what happened there. We're going to run on board with Sherbert here because this is getting mighty feisty. We have Sector 3 yellow. Phantom and Lucky make a bit of contact. Looks like Phantom's going to come through. Sherbert's going to have DRS on all these guys. Oh no. Oh no, there's Seneca or Sean coming out through. Whoa, that was a move and a half. I caught that on stream. Not sure about that one. I think that will be investigated. And if you can hear me, flip that. Sherbert's got himself through just because of that contact. Tom is really bad now. Rashi's found himself in the P4. This might be the race that he needed, as he was not happy after last week. So Dragoon has found himself in the lead, holding off Ruzia. Dragoon, the brand new Reliant driver. Let's see how he does against Ruzia, who's going to have DRS around this long bend. Let's see. He's going to have DRS. It's right on Ruzia. Dragoon has really been a bit of space in between himself. He is routing overtake as well. Can Dragoon take those hard compounds always at the end and hold off Ruzia? Ruzia, I think, is this key easy. He's got his teammate soaked right there. However, Rashi and Tom are starting to pull or pick up the pace and, you know, catch up to Neon and Karting Legend too. This guy can't keep track of it. for Bill now. He's working on Goomba. DRS is open. Come on, give me a better view than that. Side by side, Goomba is going to take the outside. Bill looks like he's going to take the inside. Can he get a good traction down and get the run? Decker's right there. Senna is right there. So sold though for the softs with 10 laps. I don't think the softs are going to last 10 laps. Goomba's actually going to pull it in the pits, and he's going to make his pit stop after going 15 laps on those hard compounds. So right now, Tom has made a really good drive to get himself back up to P3. Can he catch back up to to Soap right there in P2? Where is Neon on this? Neon's P5, Legend right there in P6. Phantom is still doing relatively well in P10 after that collision with Lucky. I wonder if Lucky's going to be the gentleman to give that position back. I don't know if he will, though, knowing that Tom is up to P3. Yep, it's getting quite dicey again, ladies and gentlemen. Now, when I say that, I say Brother Goat. Did it all that. Appreciate you guys joining me on this one, too. Keeping me well busy. Neon there, 0.9 seconds behind Rashi. Sean is right there behind Legend. Any other guys? Let's give some airtime to some of the other guys. Let's give some airtime to Senna. He is catching, or trying to catch Becker. The Third Dinner's team. Shout out to Third Dinner, who's watching. Sean sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:35.8. Sean gets his way through on Legend. Had to have a bit of water. How's Raph? Raph is still juggling a bit of that lag. Phantom's right there. Raph gets a second time running for multiple warnings. Can Phantom get around? Phantom is missing a right end plate, so hopefully he's not having to struggle with that car too much. That's right, let me see how much understeer he might have. It's really going to affect him around this right-hand corner, or left-hand corner. He actually lifted. I'm not sure if it was because Lucky lifted. It seems that Lucky is struggling. Lucky is on 15 lap old mediums. There's no way those are going to go to the end. No way. He's going to force a flat. Get himself there with Rashi. Rashi not too far off of Tom. Can Rashi get that podium this evening? Can Tom get around Soap? He has bought himself down to 1.8 seconds of gap. Phantom gets around Lucky. I think Lucky might have let him go through. Raph, what are you doing there? Yeah, I'm gonna clip that one. I think somebody please clip that because that's a bit of a no-no. I think that will be brought to the stewards. Jeez. Phantom gets a 5-second severe collision. That will be removed, I think. Pretty sure the stewards will remove that. So, running on through. Legend doing well up there in P7. Rashi now has caught the back of Neon, or actually Neon's gotten himself through. He is on the medium compound. Let's see what he can do. See if Rashi can keep up with Neon. Is Neon going to catch Tom? Is Tom going to catch Soap? The two halves, I think they've had at 1-2 before in, I think it was, I can't remember where it was. It wasn't too long ago. Carlos, if you're watching, where did your team have a 1-2? I can't remember. Just trying to drive through the Delta. Let's see how Devil gets on with Lagoon. Canada, that's what it was. Okay. I don't remember that far back. Let's see if Devil can get himself around Dragoon. Looks like Dragoon blocks the outside. Devil goes for the inside look. Goes back to the racing line. That's a bit dangerous. as Dragoon had to check up and go and touch a bit of the grass. Becker now right behind Senna. Mercedes versus the powered Williams. The Mercedes powered Williams, that is. Definitely gets the fastest lap of the race so far. It looks like Lucky might stomp that, though, being on a soft compound. Or Soul might. Soul has gotten himself a couple fastest laps every now and then. Senna sets the fastest lap at 35. Let's actually see fastest lap. Who has the fastest lap? Nicole Best. Senna does have the fastest lap right now. Just set it with 135.6. Let's run through. I'm disabling things that I shouldn't disable. Let's keep it on position change. No, we'll go with back to tires. Tom is getting ever so closer to Soap. Can he make that push and get himself around? As Lucky's down to P15, this would be a mega championship boost. Let's see, Tom's gonna go through. Can he make it stick on Soap? Soap's gonna go on the outside. Tom's gonna dive for the inside. Is Soap gonna go for the cutback? That was close, but I think it was job well done by Tom to make that clean and get through. Soap should have DRS though this time around. Can Tom defend and keep himself behind? Looks like Neon is right there in the wake. We have 6 laps remaining of this race. Let's see what's gonna happen. Can Soap get around? Can Tom bring that gap back down from 7.4 to catch Aruzia? Tom might take the lead tonight. It might possibly be so if he can get himself up there further. I know he does have a time penalty though. I think he has a 3-second time penalty. We're now right behind Devil. Devil did get himself around. Lucky gets the fastest lap as I thought he would. 134.8 on a brand new set of soft compounds. These guys are wearing my voice. That's for sure. Yeah, Rogo, just to mention what you said, the race in the last 3 weeks now, it has been a bit touch go. I think some clamping down needs to be done. Seems to be guys think there's gaps that are there that are actually not there. You'll be there on Sunday. You might need to look out for your team, Carlos. But Soap has DRS on Tom. Can he make a move? Is he back too far? He is. He's going to tuck it back into the racing line. However, Neon is right there on a set of V-aims. He is catching these two slowly but surely as Rashton's right there. Looks like Sherbert and Carding Legend are going to go at it. Sorry, I cut away from it. Looks like Legend went really wide. And it's going to allow Sherbert back through. Can Carding Legend have another go? And I'm right now doing really well from the McLaren team. Goat's team. Whatever that is in the comics, you can just get right off with yourself about that. But that's Karting Legend right there. Can he have a go? No, he's going to hold back. It is probably one of the hardest areas to make a pass on that turn. Just trying to find the space. Look at Soul now with... Oh no, Soul's going to dive in the pits. How about Bill working on Becker? Can Bill get around Becker? This will be interesting. Where is Wrath right now? Down in P15. I think now that he's spaced himself out between the other cars, his net should be a little bit better. Not seeing too much going on with his net. Yeah, exactly, Coat. I'm gonna see something else. There we go. That should work. Alright, now. Sorry about that. I was getting rid of that. Look at Legend battling Sherbert now. We're going to run through the last final turn to the start-finish line. The laps are ticking down. We have 4 laps remaining. Can Tom get himself back up from a 7.4 second deficit from Marussia to maybe have a go? Sector 3 yellows, not sure who that was for. Doesn't see anybody. Oh, I think it was Raph. What has happened to Raph? Soul's going to come through. Raph now down to P18. So let's jump back through. Soap is trying to catch back up to Tom. Neon, however, sitting in the weights in case something happens between these two. It is quite cloudy at this race. I wonder if that has anything to do with the tires or the temperature at all. Just looking at the Delta Legend now. Still fighting with Sherbert. Bill is right there with Becker. I don't know what line Soap was taking. That's strange. He is pulling ever so closely though. Soap is doing the same as Tom DRS. Didn't look. And Soap have a go at Tom. Can Tom bring the gap down? He has brought it down by about a second. He's definitely pushing, I think, to try to catch back up. See if he can get himself back up into this race. 3 laps now remaining of this Grand Prix. What is going on here? Karting Legend got a little bit wide. I think Devla gets himself through. Sherbert thinking about let's ride on board. This is not going to go. Legend thinks better of it. Tucks in on the inside. He's going to make a move on the inside. What a comeback move. Going to get a bit dicey. Sherbert's going for a line that's nowhere on the track. Not sure what that was. But it looks like Devla's going to hold on to P8. Legend's on his way through back to P7. That was a bit strange. Now Dragoon has been welcomed into this battle because these guys ahead going touch go. And see the gap between Soap. Soap is still right there with Tom. Neon is right there with Soap. So the battle for P2 is still alive and well. Devla's right there. Can Sherbert have another go at Devla? Is Dragoon gonna walk these guys on his brand new, no, I wouldn't say brand new, but on his fresher medium compound? He's gonna have the pace. However, Lucky's gotten himself back up to P14. And looks like Phantom is going for pits. So, pretty good. I'm right there with you. It's been a dismal day for the one half of Alpha that has made it, and one of the McLarens, so I definitely feel for you. Good look at Devla. Can he make a move? Dragoon gets himself around Sherbert. Devla is going to make a move on Legend. Let's see if these guys keep it clean. Looks like Legend's going to dive right behind and try to maintain that gap between him and Devla. What about these two? They back out of it, so Devla's going to get himself up to P7. Crashing doing well, starting to catch Sean. Sean, however, is right there in P5. Can he bring the gap down between him and himself? However, this is interesting. 2 laps remaining in this race. Neon is caught in the back of Soap and Tom. And it doesn't look like Tom has brought the gap down any closer to himself and Marussia this time around. Let's see. Young right there in P4. The gap's anywhere close to Dragoon now, working on Karting Legend. Looks like Devla is starting to pull the gap now. Legend is on 12 level. So is Dragoon going to have a say? Because he is running those medium compounds. Well, let's see, how's Bill doing back here with Becker? Still hasn't been able to find a way around Becker. Some of the guys down here. Luck is down there in P14. Not the race you would have wished for this evening. Same can be said for Raph and Phantom. I know those two know each other and will probably talk after the race about what might have happened. But I will remind all the drivers to send those clips in. Look at Soap now working on Tom. Neon's right there in case any of these guys decide to pick each other off. Neon's actually completely out of battery. Soap has almost a full battery and Tom is running with just about 33%, trying to really fend off the oncoming Soap. Lap 27, the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix. If you guys are enjoying this, make sure you tune back in on Sunday for the GP1, which is going to surely be just as feisty. especially after Singapore last week, and I'm pretty sure GP1 will probably see some rain. There seems to be a 90% chance that GP1 is going to have a wet race. It's wet season for GP1. Through, Bill's right there. And Dragoon get himself around or karting legend. Neon's right there with Soap. These guys are really duking it out for who's going to sit on P2 on that podium. So Neon, keep it clean. We're going to find out, Carlos. Neon's going to have a lot of DRS. He's going to go for the inside. Whoa, the bit of a touch. Neon did well to hold on to the car, though. He's going to back out just a bit, though, as he's going to have... Phantom actually sets a fastest lap. 33.8 for this race. I think Neon's backed out of it. He's a little too far back. Looks like Soap doesn't have enough to have a go at Tom. These guys are going to have one more lap to do it. Uzi is going to come around and start the final lap of this Grand Prix at the Chinese Corona 500. Coronavirus, or not, virus, whatever you want to call it. We'll make a shout out. Hope everybody there gets well and things work out. Everybody gets, taken care of. Sick, get the help they need. It's pretty crazy. But riding on through, never mind that like little touchy moment. Neon's right there in P4. He's gonna have one more go at this. Can he make it go? Looks like Dragoon and they are making a bit of contact between each other. Not sure what happened there. Dragoon might have touched. I'm not sure. So, where is Ruzi in all this? He's right there. Tom is right there in P2. Let's ride through. Last lap of this race. It should be just about. Let's see if Soul can get himself around Goomba. But where's Uzi now? He's on the backstretch for the final time this evening. Man flew his words. You tell him, Kimmy. But here we go. Ruzia is going to finish this race at P1 and extend his lead or his chances of winning this GP2 title. Sure, he's going to cross the line P1 this evening. Solid race for him. Pretty much controlled the race. We will get his comments onto the SF1 page. I can't do it as a podium interview this evening. However, they don't go. Let's see where these guys are going to finish. P2. Soap gets P2. Does Neon? Soap. Sean gets P3, actually. Tom gets P4. Neon gets P5. Rashy stays P6. Where's Devla going to finish? He's going to finish P7 for the meantime. Gap at the back is a little bit too far unless there are severe penalties to play. Karting Legend stays P8. Dragoon P9. Actually, Dragoon gets P8, Karting Legend P9. Sure, where are these guys finishing? Senna gets P11. Becker, will he stay at P12? Yeah, because Bill finishes P13. Lucky, not the race he would have hoped for, is going to cross the line. Let's see, going to cross the line. P14. Goomba is going to cross the line in P15. However, Soul is right there. Will penalties play out for these two going forward? Soul gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so if that's not going to help his case right at the end, this Goomba stays P6 or 15, Soul P16. Phantom and Wrath having a nice little go at the end, right? Just kind of say, hey, we had a horrible race. Let's just have a little bit of fun towards the end of it. Phantom is going to cross the line P17. Wrath is going to finish P18. And that's going to do it for your Chinese Grand Prix. I'll run through the order, and then we'll be signing out for this evening. I do apologize about the podium interviews. I will get that sorted by next weekend for sure. I just have to figure out how to use this thing. But we'll get into it. Showing you guys the nice little podium right there. Phantom, send your clip in. I saw it. It was caught on stream. We'll deal with it in Stewart's. We got 2 halves in a 1-2, so that makes Carlos a very happy man, I am sure. Coming through, we will give these guys the podium outro, and we will go through the order for this evening. Once this loads. be signing off. Nobody cares about the XP. Finishing the race, Arussia, and so P1 and 2 for the Haas team. Very strong race for them this evening. Sean rounds out P3. Podium finishes Tom P4, Neon P5, Rashi gets P6, Devla finishes P7, Dragoon P8, Karting Legend finishes P9, Sherbert solid P10 for the Toro team, 11th is Senna, Becker 12th, Bill 13th, Lucky is in 14th, Goomba is in 15th, Soul 16th, Phantom, who had a bit of a conundrum, P17, and Rap P18, and we sadly lose out Looney Moon from this race. So that is, that is it. And one more time, I apologize for the podium interviews, but we're going to sign out, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for this Chinese Grand Prix. Live on Sunday for GP1 and then their turn to go at the Chinese Grand Prix. But until then, thank you guys all so much in the comments. Hope to see you guys on Sunday. Thank you so much. This is SF1 signing out.